जय श्री माता जी। ऑनलाइन उपस्थित सभी सहयोगी भाई बहनों का आज शाम के ऑनलाइन सत्र में स्वागत है। चित्त को स्थिर करते हुए कलेक्टिव बंधन हम लेंगे। चित्त को दोनों हथेलियों और सहस्तार पर रखते हुए ध्यान की अनुमति हम लेते हैं श्री मां से। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा करके आज के सामूहिक ध्यान में बैठने की अनुमति आप हमें प्रदान करें। Shri Mataji, please grant us your permission to sit in today's collective meditation. इसी अवस्था में हम 3 महामंत्र और गणेश मंत्र लेते हैं।
Mata साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
नाड़ी संतुलन के लिए हमारा दाया हाथ हम ज़मीर पर रखते हैं। प्लीज कीप आवर राइट हैंड ऑन मदर अर्थ एंड लेफ्ट हैंड ऑन लैप। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आप कृपा करके हमारी बाई नाड़ी स्वच्छ कर दीजिए, हमें शुद्ध इच्छा शक्ति दीजिए। श्री माता जी, हम हमारा प्रति अहंकार आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं। श्री माता जी, प्लीज क्लींस अवर ईड़ा नाड़ी एंड मे वी हैव प्योर डिजायर। We surrender our super ego at your lotus Shri Charana. दाया हाथ हम गोदी में रखते हैं और बाया हाथ आकाश की ओर करेंगे। कीप अवर राइट हैंड ऑन लैप एंड लेफ्ट हैंड टुवर्ड्स द स्काई। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आप कृपा करके हमें पिंगला नाड़ी का संपूर्ण संतुलन दीजिए, शुद्धता दीजिए। श्री माता जी, हमें शुद्ध कार्य शक्ति दीजिए। हम हमारा अहंकार आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं। श्री माता जी, प्लीज क्लींस अवर पिंगला नाड़ी एंड मे वी हैव प्योर पावर ऑफ एक्शन। बाया हाथ हम गोदी में रखते हैं। चित्त हम हमारा मध्य नाड़ी सुषुम्ना नाड़ी पर रखेंगे। कीप आवर अटेंशन ऑन सुषुम्ना नाड़ी। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारी सुषुम्ना नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए, हमें संपूर्ण संतुलन दीजिए। Shri Mataji, please cleanse our Sushumna Nadi and may we have complete balance state. चित्त को हम मूलाधार चक्र पर रखते हैं। Keep our attention on मूलाधारा। चित्त को धीरे धीरे हम स्वादिष्ठान चक्र पर रखते हैं। स्वादिष्ठान चक्र से धीरे धीरे चित्त हम नाभि चक्र पर रखते हैं। कीप अवर अटेंशन ऑन नाभि चक्र। चित्त को हम भवसागर में घुमाते हैं. प्लीज कीप आवर अटेंशन ऑन भवसागरा. धीरे से चित्त को हम हमारे मध्य हृदय पर लाते हैं. कीप आवर अटेंशन ऑन आवर सेंटर हार्ट. श्री जगदम्बा दुर्गा माता का मंत्र हम यहाँ लेते हैं. ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री जगदम्बा दुर्गा माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमें निर्भय बनाइए. हमारे हृदय में सभी के लिए प्रेम भर दीजिए. धीरे धीरे चित्त को हमारे लेफ्ट हार्ट पर लाना है. कीप आवर अटेंशन ऑन लेफ्ट हार्ट. श्री माता जी, आप ही साक्षात शिव पार्वती हो. आप ही आत्मा परमात्मा हो. आपकी कृपा से हमारा आत्म साक्षात्कार दृढ़ कर दीजिए. हमें आत्मा का प्रकाश दीजिए. धीरे धीरे चित्त को सेंटर हार्ट पर लाना है, मध्य हृदय पर. और धीरे धीरे उसे हमें राइट हार्ट पर लाना है. कीप आवर अटेंशन ऑन राइट हार्ट. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आप ही साक्षात से सीताराम हो. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमें सहज मर्यादाएं सिखाइए. धीरे धीरे चित्त को सेंटर हार्ट पर लाना है. धीरे धीरे चित्त को उठाकर हमें विशुद्धि चक्र पर लाना है. कीप आवर अटेंशन ऑन विशुद्धि चक्र. धीरे धीरे चित्त को हमें हंसा चक्र पर रखना है. कीप आवर अटेंशन ऑन हंसा चक्र. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमें निरक्षर विवेक बुद्धि प्रदान कीजिए. धीरे से चित्त को हमें आज्ञा चक्र पर लाना है. धीरे धीरे चित्त हमें सहस्त्रार पर रखना है. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमें निर्विचारिता दीजिए. हमें ध्यान में गहनता दीजिए माँ. इसी अवस्था में, इसी ध्यान की अवस्था में हमें श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी ग्रहण करनी है. आज की अमृतवाणी है 1 अक्टूबर 1995 नवरात्रि पूजा टॉक।
It's a kind of a miraculous revelation one could see there, how they knew everything about Kundalini, about the primordial mother, about this happening, about spirituality, and what happens to a person when he becomes a realized soul. The speciality I saw about them, they are extremely humble. To them I don't know how they bow to me, and sometimes I just can't imagine how these people have such sense of spirituality and such peace. When they had this coup, I asked them, aren't you worried? This coup is here and I don't know what will happen to your country. Aren't you worried? He said, Mother, why should we worry? After all, we are in the kingdom of God. We are not living in Russia. We are living in the kingdom of God. So why should we worry? And meeting such nice people there, such sensitive people to spirituality. They have thrown away practically all the false gurus, all the false gurus. And for me they showed such respect and such care. They had this conference only for me. So now why I am telling you all this, that now you all have got realization. You have now felt your spirit. And you have entered into the kingdom of God, no doubt. But now you must understand that this power that you have, what it does to you, what it creates. The most important thing is, by this power, you become thoughtlessly aware. That is, you come in the present. To achieve the present is an impossible task. So once you are in thoughtless awareness, what happens? That no thoughts bombard your mind. Wherever you may be. You may be in America, you may be in any place, you are not bombarded by thoughts. So, what does that mean? Into very simple language we can say, it means that you do not reflect. You do not have a reflecting mind. Now, this is the basic problem of Sahajayogis of today, which one should try to conquer. That you do not reflect. That's the only way you can achieve your steady. For example, I've seen people, for nothing at all, they'll just start laughing. Nothing at all. They see somebody, immediately they react. This was nice, but not so. They start giving their opinion, especially in the West, about everything. Everybody seems to be very knowledgeable and start telling what is best, what is not the best, what is not good. And once they start saying something like that, mind becomes reflective. If the mind is not reflective, then you are thoughtless awareness. Watch anything, just to watch, just to witness. You should not reflect. If you are using your mental power, then this power subsides. This is a very common defect with people, because I think you people are more intelligent, you think maybe, I think you are well educated, might be, I don't know, whatever you think. But this reflecting mind is a very dangerous thing for spirituality. You'll never grow. And then with the reflecting mind, you have different emotions. With something, you reflect on somebody. Now, if it's your son or daughter or something, you get identified. Identification with some is artificial. It's not in reality. But because of this mind reflects, it identifies. Now many identifications you have dropped out. For example, your bias about religion, about races, about maybe nationalities, you have dropped out. But still, I would say, the reflecting mind still acts. And this is the greatest hurdle for the progress of Sahajogis of today. I've been thinking, why is it the reflecting mind is so active in Sahajogis of today? If you could stop reflecting, immediately you establish yourself in the ocean of peace. You watch something, just watch. There's no ripple of thought in your mind. Then you become extremely creative. You become extremely dynamic. You become extremely compassionate. You have no fear. Some people think if you are compassionate, you see this man might lynch me. You have no fear. All virtues that you have to enjoy, you can only enjoy when you do not reflect. That means that you leave everything to the divine. You have not in charge. You don't see that you have to be reflecting on something. This is the greatest power you have got, is not to reflect, not to look at somebody with that kind of. I have seen this is still there, lingering. Perhaps I never told you about it. Maybe one of the reasons. I don't say that it's only your fault, but maybe mine, because I couldn't find what was exactly wrong. That is the reflection that you have about others. Now, I told you have introspection. For introspection, also it can be reflection. But that at least gives you idea as to where you are. But with that, psychologically you can become extremely depressed, you can condemn yourself. Then you may not understand yourself as a personality that you are. And you'll go on sort of losing your vibrations, losing your power. Because you are not control of yourself. So introspection also, if it brings about depression and demeaning of your personality, best is not to introspect also. Because all these mental activities I've seen create problems. But in a state where you are thoughtlessly aware, introspection comes to you automatically. You see it automatically. You understand it automatically. You do not think about it. It just comes to you. The whole picture comes to you and you are at peace with yourself. You are never in turmoil, never in trouble. Then you don't get angry, then you do not argue, then you do not discuss, but you become as if dropped into the ocean of awareness. And you don't have to worry as to solve something. When you are reflecting, then you find that this power works. Now it becomes very contradictory to say that you have to project and you don't have to reflect. Now when we reflect, we absorb. When we reflect on something, we absorb that thing. And mostly our attention goes to the defects of others. this person is no good, that is not good, this is the hair not all right, the sari is not all right, this, that and all nonsense. So what are we doing? We are absorbing all the bad things also. Now when you start admiration of something, then what happens? That you may not get the bad things, but at least you are on a better line. But still, the admiration in thoughtless awareness is really very deep. I saw this in the eyes of this great scientist. Absolutely, he was just one with me, and his eyes were like an ocean of peace. He was just looking at me. And for quite some time. And then he came to his thoughts and he told me that this is what we can do with your photograph. So the depth in you will only come when you do not reflect. But it's very common with human beings, especially in the West. This carpet is no good, that is no good, this smell is coming, that is there. Always trying to judge others. Judge other things, which is important. What is so important? If you are sitting in the garden of heavens, what does it matter? Where you are sitting, what you are doing. This sets in, this reflection sets in waves of thoughts in our mind. I have already once described it by drawing, how the energy that falls on the right side goes to the left side, and the falls on the left goes to the right, crosses over because of two types of cells we have. Then out of this energy that goes to the right, the energy that goes to the left, it is sucked in partly into the sympathetic. Now whatever is left out is the one that reflects. That is the way it goes on reflecting. Now if you can suck in all that energy and put it on our sympathetic, then all our energies will be thousandfold much more. Will not be tired, will not be unhappy, will be able to stand lots of nonsense. But will not call it a nonsense, will not think it's a bad thing, so it has no effect on us. This quality we have to develop. I would say with this today's special celebration of Navratri, like yesterday you saw the Durga's 9 forms also. In that is one is Kushmanda, as this was told. That you absorb all the filth within yourself, in your stomach. But Devi does that, not you. What a Devi can do, you should not do. That's her job. That she is supposed to do this, not you. What you have to do is to only be in silence so that you absorb whatever will increase that silence, will increase your depth. Devi will look after all the other rest of the things. She look after all the filth, all the anger, all the temper, everything that's going on in this world. She will absorb all that. But what you have to do is to just enjoy everything that is pure. Enjoyment is only possible when you are beyond your mind. With your mind you can never enjoy. It's like a big load. It will not act. It will not help. Enjoyment comes when you are in complete silence, in a ripple-less lake. The reflection of all the joy that is created on the shores of that lake are completely reflected. They are not deflected. If there were ripples, it would have been a different image altogether, and would have been something nowhere near the image of reality. So one must have a mind which is kept lower than reality. In the reality, actually, it is nothing but peace and joy. Now, a mother's desire is always that children should have nothing but peace and joy. No sufferings, no starvation, no ordeals, nothing. They must just enjoy. Now those days are gone. But even to enjoy this, even to live in that complete peaceful state, you have to be non-reflective. Now you watch yourself. You'll be amazed how much reflecting we are. When Devi is doing all the job for you, when Parama Chaitanya, I don't know how many things it is doing, is trying to fill up the whole atmosphere with its activity. What is your activity should be to stop your mental activity. You will be amazed. In that state only you will grow. With that growth only you will become like this scientist. How the contradiction now is that when you have your depth, you can project your depth, not your mind. Sometimes when I say project, people think it's the projection of the mind. No. You have to project that depth, that reality that is within you. For that, you don't have to think, you don't have to plan. It will just work. But you be the instrument for that projection. It's nothing subtle. It is very simple to understand. Like I am talking on this instrument, all right? Now, if this instrument is absolutely all right, there's no problem in it, it will be peaceful. But if this is full of ideas and thoughts like our brain is, whatever I am saying will not be the same that will be broadcasted. In the same way, when our mind is full of turmoil and arguments and what you can say, comments, or we can also say the reflection, then what happens that this mind gets into like a whirlpool of disturbances, and it cannot project itself fully because it is disturbed. It is not a normal thing. So now you'll understand there's no contradiction. You can only project yourself when you are absolutely peaceful. And this is what we have to learn. This is Navratri's great days are here, and that you should know that it starts actually in the Western world from the 21st, in the equinox, after the equinox, in September. There are two Navratris we have, see. One starts now and one starts after the second equinox. Now in this equinox, Mother Mary's birthday is the equinox. And that's why people celebrate her birthday. They don't know why she was born on equinox, see, for the balance. Then, you see, because nothing was explained about the lives of these great incarnations, people use them the way they like, because they have seen miracles with them, so they do not try to understand why this equinox and why this is celebrated. Now, I was told in Iran, this is the time they have the New Year. That means the Muslims observe this as a New Year. So when Navaratri starts, it's the New Year. That means it's the 12th month for them. And so many things are suggestive of that. That why should it be 12 months? Why should the goddess be born at 12 o'clock? All this has a special meaning and which you can find out, but only possible when you are not reflecting. This is what is the state in which you are really in connection with the all-pervading power. Otherwise, you are not there. You are not one with that state. To be one with that state, you have to be absolutely silent within yourself. For the goddess, she is silent. There's a fight on, she's silent. Because she's so confident. She knows about her powers. She knows Mahishasur or any sur cannot trouble her, cannot touch her. She knows what are their powers are, and she knows all her powers. So she doesn't have to be disturbed by anything. She's not disturbed. Because she's really the personification of this peace state, where she's so powerful. She doesn't have to know about her powers, she doesn't have to ask the powers to exert. They just work automatically. This is the state in which you will be amazed, so many things happen unknowingly, without your doing anything. And that is what we call as coincidences. But actually it's not coincidence. It is the state in which we are in a thoughtless awareness, and then the Parama Chaitanya is related to us. Absolutely related. We are there. And that works out everything for us. So in SahajaYoga, this time, as you know about the goddess, what she has done so much work for years together. Now you all have become realized souls. And you must understand that complete confidence in yourself, complete understanding about yourself, never to have any fear, never to have any thoughts which can bombard your mind. At that state, you are the most powerful person. I hope for this Navaratri, you will realize what work the goddess has done for you, how much she's worked hard, how much she's fought, she's been fighting with these horrible devils and rakshasas. And sometimes I feel now these devils are within us. They are not outside. And that comes to us because we reflect too much on things. If you talk to any one of the Western people, you are amazed, as if all the media they have on their heads. They know about each and every person, what he did, what was this, what was that. But he's not worried. He doesn't think how he can improve it, how you can work it out. At this state of thoughtless awareness, you encompass the whole universe. And at that state, this power works wherever the problem may be. So we have to understand our value, that we have this power within ourselves. And this is to be respected and to give credit to the goddess, because she's done so much work for us that she should not feel that it's now they got realization just for a song and they are not bothered. They don't know how to develop it. She will not be in any way hurt, but her work, what she has done, we have to see, we have to understand, we have to have a feeling that somehow, as we now have got enlightenment, we should try to be people as complete instruments of that power. That's only possible when you don't have your own ideas, your own interference. Complete instrument, just like as I said, this instrument has to be perfectly all right. Otherwise, it cannot work. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
आरती के लिए सभी लोग खड़े हो जाएंगे।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारक कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ। लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा माँ, कर दिया उजियारा। कलियुग में माया है, कलियुग में माया है। फिर भी पहचाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता माँ, है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर दुख से दूर करना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो माँ, मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा, हो सके हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
दोनों हाथों को जोड़कर श्री माता जी को प्रार्थना करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं। आज के ध्यान में आपने हमें निरानंद दिया, चैतन्य से आशीर्वादित किया, इसीलिए हम आपके हृदय से ऋणी हैं। संपूर्ण विश्व में विश्व निर्मल धर्म प्रस्थापित करने हेतु कृपा करके हमें सहयोग प्रचार प्रसार का शुद्ध एवं प्रभावी माध्यम बनाइए। श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारी सभी प्रार्थनाओं का स्वीकार करें और हमें आशीर्वादित करने की कृपा कीजिए। श्री माता जी, we are offering today's collective meditation at your lotus feet. We are grateful and thankful to you for showering your love in the form of joy and vibrations in today's meditation. Shri Mataji, by your grace, let all knowledge which you gave in today's speech get established within us. By your grace, may we become pure instrument for spreading SahajaYoga all over the world. We offer our deepest salutation at your lotus feet. कलेक्टिव बंधन लेते हैं। आज की प्रमुख सूचनाएं इस प्रकार है। अप्रैल माह में प्रतिष्ठान पुणे यहाँ से होने वाली पूजा और कार्यक्रम इस प्रकार है। रविवार 10 अप्रैल श्री रामनवमी पूजा शाम 6:30 बजे। गुरुवार 14 अप्रैल श्री महावीर जयंती पूजा शाम 6:30 बजे। शनिवार 16 अप्रैल श्री हनुमान पूजा शाम 6:30 बजे। रविवार 17 अप्रैल ईस्टर पूजा शाम 6:30 बजे। गुरुवार 21 अप्रैल मातृवंदना श्री माताजी जन्म शताब्दी वर्ष कार्यक्रम शाम के ध्यान के बाद 8 बजे। सहस्त्रार पूजा महोत्सव 4 और 5 मई को नारगोल गुजरात से मनाया जाएगा। 4 मई को हवन शाम 6:30 बजे और 5 मई को सहस्त्रार पूजा सुबह 10:30 बजे होगी। जन्म शताब्दी वर्ष महोत्सव में चैतन्य रथ द्वारा आत्म साक्षात्कार कार्यक्रम आरंभ हुए हैं। 21 मार्च 2022 को छिंदवाड़ा से 3 चैतन्य रथ संपूर्ण भारत यात्रा आरंभ कर चुके हैं। आज निर्मल धाम दिल्ली से चैतन्य रथ हरियाणा होते हुए हिमाचल की यात्रा के लिए प्रस्थान कर चुका है। महाराष्ट्र में 3 चैतन्य रथ 2 अप्रैल से 15 जून तक 3 विभाग यानी विदर्भ, उत्तर महाराष्ट्र और मराठवाड़ा, पश्चिम महाराष्ट्र और कोकण इन क्षेत्र में प्रचार करेंगे। आप तीनों विभाग के शेड्यूल स्क्रीन पर देख सकते हैं। हर जिले की सामूहिकता इस कार्य में योगदान देने के लिए आमंत्रित है। नए साधकों के लिए साप्ताहिक ऑनलाइन ध्यान केंद्र लर्निंग सहज योगा यूट्यूब चैनल द्वारा प्रति शनिवार शाम 6:30 बजे से 7:30 बजे 26 मार्च से आरंभ हुआ है। अगला सत्र 9 अप्रैल को होगा। कृपया जागृति देने के बाद नए साधकों को जानकारी प्रदान करें। सहज योग सीखने में उनकी मदद होगी। कल के कार्यक्रम इस प्रकार रहेंगे। अर्ली मॉर्निंग मेडिटेशन सुबह 4 बजे प्रसारित होगा। सुबह का ध्यान सुबह 5:30 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा। कल अष्टमी रहेगी। शाम का ध्यान 7 बजे होगा। कल का ध्यान 6:30 बजे शुरू होगा। आज का सत्र यही खत्म होता है। ऑनलाइन जुड़े रहने के लिए धन्यवाद।
जग में हमको निर्मल देकर काया, आकर के अब सहज में हमने, आकर के अब सहज में हमने इसका मान बढ़ाया। जन्मों की ये पुण्याई है, माँ के दर्शन पाए, निर्मल चादर ओढ़ सहज की। निर्मल वाणी पाकर मासे निर्मल वाणी पाकर मासे नाम है माँ का गाया अंतर मन में माँ को देखा अंतर मन में माँ को देखा माँ का ध्यान लगाया माँ का ध्यान लगाया मन वीणा के तारे झंकृत सुंदर गीत सुनाए निर्मल चादर ओढ़ सहज की इन पैरों से चल कर माँ के मंदिर हम हैं आए जहाँ जहाँ हो पूजा माँ की जहाँ जहाँ हो पूजा माँ की दर पर शीश नवाए हम श्री माँ को क्या करें अर्पण स्वयं लीला हो जाए निर्मल चादर ओढ़ सहज की शरण में माँ की आए मन में माँ के दर्शन करके मन में माँ के दर्शन करके मन ही मन हर्षाए निर्मल चादर ओढ़ सहज की निर्मल चादर ओढ़ सहज की
सहज योग सबके लिए भेद भाव नहीं कोई सहज योग सबके लिए भेद भाव नहीं कोई सहज गुणा धारणा करे सोई सहज होय हो सहज सोई सहज होय। सहज योग को पाए के कर इसका विस्तार सहज योग को पाए के कर इसका विस्तार औरों को पार उतार के आप भी हो जा पार हो सहजी आप भी हो जा पार। निर्मल नाम अनमोल है, जान लियो रे मीत। निर्मल नाम अनमोल है, जान लियो रे मीत। छोड़ सकल जंजाल को, कर निर्मल से प्रीत। ओ सहजी कर निर्मल से प्रीत। आचरणा ऐसा कीजे, सबके मन को मोहे। आचरणा ऐसा कीजे, सबके मन को मोहे। देख तेरे आचरणा को, सब जग सहजी होए। ओ सहजी सब जग सहजी होए। खोजत खोजत युग गया, मिलान आत्म ज्ञान। खोजत खोजत युग गया, मिलान आत्म ज्ञान। सारी खोजे छोड़ के, कर अपनी पहचान। ओ सहजी कर अपनी पहचान। सहज योग को मानिए, इस जीवन का सार। सहज योग को मानिए, इस जीवन का सार। ध्यान करे जो निश्चय से, भव से उतरे पार। हो सहजी भव से उतरे पार। सहज योग सबके लिए, भेद भाव नहीं कोई। सहज योग सबके लिए, भेद भाव नहीं कोई। सहज गुणा धारणा करे, सोई सहजी होए। हो सहजी सोई सहजी होए। हो सहजी सोई सहजी होए। हो सहजी सोई सहजी होए।